Alright, so what is good, everybody on YouTube? This is of course your boy B, Bullet RC, coming to you guys again with yet another video. And listen man, the weekend is almost over, so y'all know what time it is. Let's get into this week's Heat or Hype, where we get into the latest sneaker releases, sneaker rumors, or anything I want to talk about in the sneaker or streetwear world. That is what we do here today. And remember, if I don't talk about a shoe, either I forgot about it, didn't edit it in, or was just that basura that I did not want to expose y'all to it. But this week I feel like we're entering into, or we're living in a whole nother timeline with the basura of the week this week, and I'm still gonna expose you to it. Listen man, I seen it, you gonna see it too. We got a lot of releases to talk about this week, some more leaks, some new news, and some stuff coming back that we've probably been waiting for a while. So listen, let's not waste any more time. Let's get into this week's Heat or Hype. Oh, and also make sure y'all drop a like on this vid. I forgot to tell you, I'm editing right now live in the studio. Okay, back to that guy right there. All right, so first up, let's start off with this weekend's releases. We had the Neon 95 Air Jordan 4s drop. I just checked Foot Locker. Them bad boys is still sitting. I did not check Nike. What is the reason for them sitting? Could be a 225, could be the little bit of an out there colorway, and it also could be the coronavirus making people stay inside, which it is probably one of the worst times to release a shoe in store during what's going on right now. But contrary to that, I know a lot of y'all, every time y'all say Yeezys are dead, who's still buying Yeezys? But them Cinders drop, they still sold out in every size, I think, except for like a 4 is above 300 right now on StockX. I was surprised as well. These Yeezys still drop, especially the 350 V2s. Kanye said everyone's gonna have a pair, and it seems like everyone should have a pair by now. So many releases, so many colorways, but they still sell. They still go on the resale market, and people still pay resale for Yeezys these days. The quantity might have gone up, but the demand was still high for them, and it still seems like there's not enough pairs on every release for everybody, or the resellers are just eating them up either way. Cinders, the Yeezys, still reselling, still sold out. The Neon 95s are sitting on shelves, and honestly, I'm not too surprised with the Neon 95s. Seemed like it was 50-50, and now that pairs are sitting, some people are probably just waiting for them to go on sale, which I guess I'll probably do at this point. But those are just this weekend's releases, the Cinders and the Neon 95s. The Aim Leon doors also dropped. I went for those and I couldn't even load a size. As soon as they loaded up on the site, basically they were sold out in anything that was over 7 or 7.5. So I was not able to get a pair of Aim Leon doors. Resale isn't too crazy right now, so I might be able to go back and grab a pair of those. Next up, we got another Air Jordan leak. A reverse flu game should be dropping on December 26th, 2020. That is a very specific date for a shoe that's not dropping until the end of the year. All y'all out there that be getting this inside info, how do y'all know that exact release date? That's all I want to know. As far as the shoe goes, I mean, we had the Oliver Red Suede 12s already. You have the original Flu Game 12s that dropped a couple years ago, and now you have the reverse Flu Game right here, which is not a bad shoe. Looks like red leather on the upper, got the black up there on the reptile mudguard, whatnot. It's not the worst 12 out there. Would I be buying this one? No. I still have my Flu Games. I've almost sold them a few times. Not original, but the retro, the Flu Games. And this one, I don't know. I'd rather just go buy a pair of Flu Games and have these. And we have a long time until we see actual official photos of this shoe, if it does in fact release in December. So as of right now, it's looking like a pass for me, but I'll update y'all once we get some more photos of what it really looks like. Next up, we actually got some more photos of this CDG Nike Dunk Low. It's going to be dropping later on, I think summer this year. Now there's two pairs. You guys can see both of them right here. One with an all over CDG print, and then one is more just kind of a black colorway. Now both of these shoes, it does seem like they're using that next skin upper. If you don't know what that is, it's the same stuff it was on the OffWhite 5s. Element React 87s. It's that same weird see-through mesh material that Nike has been using. And as far as, the Forces went, these go, I definitely think these are a little bit better than the Forces. But as far as CDG goes, I would probably go ahead and pass on these. There's no set and solid release date or retail on the shoe. It's CDG, so I'm assuming it's going to be higher priced than what something usual would be. So in that 250 to 300 range, that's just what I've been seeing a lot of shoes go for. The 95s when they drop are really high. But yeah, these dunks, I mean, I'd rather just go ahead and buy a pair of the Syracuse or the Kentucky Dunk Lows and pass on these. So yeah, this is a pass for me. This next one we're about to talk about, I expect it to sell out. If it doesn't sell out, I will be very surprised. Now, the release date as of right now is June 27th, and it is the alternate pair of these bad boys right here, which of course are the Grape Air Jordan 5s. Now, this will be the third version of the Grape 5. Of course, you have the regular OG. If you want to count the Fresh Prince as one, that I'll make it 4. You had the black grapes, and now you have this alternate Grape 5. In my opinion, of course, this pair is always going to be the best. If I had to pick a second, it would be the black grapes, and then third would be the alternate grape. I'm not saying it's a bad shoe or nothing like that. I'm just saying if I'm ranking all the different shoes, that's just how I would put them. Obviously, I would love a pair of Fresh Princes. I wish they would have just left the laces in, because that is a way better version of this shoe right here. Because again, this one back from what, 2013, 2014, the leather is just horrible. I always call these the bricks because the leather is just stiff as bricks, bro. Regardless, I still got my pair. They're still in very, very good condition. I honestly need to break these out soon. Of course, the all over purple suede, it's clean, it's nice. I just feel like it's at the back. I mean, I really like the black grapes. The all black suede, super clean as well. Any new version is probably not gonna beat the original, the OG version of the shoe. So in my opinion, it's a good retro. I can't knock it at all. Again, the release date is June 27th. I'm assuming that the retail is still going to be that $190. And this one, y'all can rest assured, will more than likely sell out. We might not be back in 2013, 2014, 2015, but certain J's even in 2020 have surprised us. Namely, the UNC Blue 3s, which were going for more than Bread 11s, might still be going for more than a pair of Bread 11s right now. Again, if you want to release, go out and get it. And definitely for these alternate grapes, I would say go out and grab it if you really, really want a pair, or just go back and grab a pair of Fresh Princes or a pair of these. For the next one, it really doesn't need any introduction. A lot of people have been talking about this one, and this one is definitely going to sell out. It's the Court Purple Air Jordan 1s, dropping on April 4th. Of course, I do still have, I thought this was the Court Purple, so let me find the right pair. All right, so I can't find them. Maybe I actually don't have that pair. I thought I had both the Pine Green and the Court Purple as well. The Court Purples will drop on April 4th, and if I don't have them, then more than likely this will be a cop and something that I would actually keep. Obviously, it's basically like a Chicago Air Jordan 1 with the purple. It's purple, black, and white. It's gonna work, bro. You know these are gonna fly off the shelves. You know they're gonna sell out. Again, April 4th, retail of $170. Remember, the price on the ones did go up, and this is guaranteed. Enter your raffles, do what you gotta do, get your pair. Up next, we got another pair of ones. This is the Air Jordan 1 Zoom, another in the Zoom line of ones. These are gonna retail for $175. Again, they just popped up, no set and solid release date. In my opinion, it's an easy pass. It's not the worst thing out there. It's black, green with a little bit of silver, and you guys know we talked about those Incredible Hulk mids. Feel like they could have did something like that with this pair. The best thing about this shoe is honestly the bottom. The uppers to me is just meh, especially when we just had the Pine Green ones drop. We have the old Pine Green ones. The Zooms, I kind of feel like even with the little special details on it, kind of fall to the side, and I'd rather have the Pine Greens over the Zoom joints. That's just how I feel. Let's get to the next one. Hopping into the land of Nike SB. We actually got a few releases on this week's list, and the first one is this Griffey or freshwater pair of SB mids. Now, the thing that surprised me is that, you know, what's being reported is that the retail is going to be $190 on these. Obviously, these are inspired by these, the freshwater Griffey Air Max 1. Yes, I still have this pair, and I think I let go of my DS pair, but I still have these joints right here. Now, I don't even remember what these retail for. I want to say it was about $160, but fast forward to 2020, and we are now going to be getting the SB version of this shoe. And for someone who still has Griffey, still has a few pair of Griffeys, these are pretty cool in my opinion. I really can't knock them. I was surprised by $190. I would think they'd be cheaper than that, and they could be cheaper than that. Again, that's just, you know, what's being speculated right now, $190. They even have a special box for this release as well. In my opinion, it's a cop. If you're an SB head, you don't want to wear heavy, big, tight-fitting Griffey Air Max 1s, this is a good substitute for that, and I just think it's a dope pair of SBs. And if you didn't know, fun fact, yes, Ken Griffey is my favorite baseball player. So obviously there's going to be a little bit of a bias towards this shoe right here. But yeah, again, the Griffey SBs, in my opinion, it's a cop. We got another SB, and this one definitely is going to have more hype than the Griffeys. It's going to sell out, and people are going to be trying to flip it. And it just is what it is, and it's the Atmos elephant pair of Nike Dunk SB Lows. Now, you already know how crazy the Air Maxes go. I remember having a pair of Air Max 1s. Unfortunately, I was not able to get my size, so I had to go ahead and let mine go. But any Atmos release, especially something with this color blocking, is gonna go crazy. And with the SB hype on the rise still, you already know this is not gonna be one to play around with. This info just dropped, this leak just dropped, so we'll be expecting these again in November. I will probably try to get a pair if it's on Nike sneakers only. We know how that's gonna go. Now, this next shoe, in my opinion, is still Basuda. I've already gone in on it, and that is the Travis Scott Air Max 270. Now, the release date on this one is April 10th, and it's a Travis Scott shoe. It's still gonna sell out no matter how ugly or trash it is. It's still gonna go. It's still gonna resell. Now, the update this week was, of course, the release date, and that there is a version of the shoe with the flip swoosh, just like on the Air Jordan 1. My question to y'all is, does a flip swoosh save this shoe? In my opinion, it still does not save this shoe at all. Now, the flip version, I don't believe that's going to be releasing. It's probably going to be a friends and family type version of the shoe, and the actual one that is releasing is the one up top. I still am not a big fan of this shoe. Out of all his shoes, it's not the worst, but again, release date is April 10th. If you really want to pair, man, I'm praying for your W, because I'm gonna be passing on these right here. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Y'all been waiting for it, the Basuda of the week. We got two shoes. The second one is pure nastiness. The first one is a brand new Yeezy 380 colorway, and it's called Blorf.
Somebody did this.
Yes, like Barf, Blorf. That's the name as of right now. Not the best name, not a good name, especially when you attach it to a shoe that looks like this. Now, I will say, y'all know I like that weird shit, and I kind of like this colorway just because I know people are gonna hate this one. It reminds me of like a fish, like a multicolored fish, like a grouper or something. Like, I don't think groupers are usually multicolored, but that's just what this, when I looked at this shoe, the first fish I thought of was a grouper. Some stuff can be so bad it's good, and some stuff is just so bad that it's bad. I know a lot of y'all are not gonna be digging this one and gonna have fun in the comments about it. The name just ruins it because it's Blorf, and it just sounds like the Yeezy BARF. But I do kind of like this shoe, or this colorway. Now, we'll actually cop this one. How much would I ever wear this? I have no clue. Now, for the next Basuda of the week, this is a pair of fakes. You can't tell me anything other that these were definitely fakes. And this is coming from Bape. And it's coming from Lady Bape. We have Vapes To Heels. Y'all remember when they used to have the fake Jordan heels on all the fake sites and all that, like the crazy Jordans, the crazy stuff that never ever would drop, you know, Jordan heels, Bape heels. In 2020, in this timeline, this particular timeline, we have Vapes To Heels. These shits are nasty. Please, for any small feet gang out there, the Vapes To Heels is just not a good look. For me personally, I would not, it's a fake pair of Vapes to me. Bape made a fake, crazy ass looking shoe into a real, actual release. I don't know whose idea was to bring these to life, but it's just not a good move in my opinion. I mean, if Megan Thee Stallion came up to me and these Vapes To Heels, I wouldn't care. Let's be honest. It ain't that serious. The Stallion comes up to me in these, I don't care. They're the best shoe ever. That's the best pair of heels I ever seen in my life. In my head, I know how I feel, but ain't nobody telling her that. In my head, I'm gonna know how I feel, but I'm not saying nothing like that to her. No. Nah, Meg, them Vapes To Heels, fire. But y'all already know, man. 2020, we get the Verona, and then we get the Vapes To Heels. 2020, it's got some surprises in store, bro. But listen, that's the end of the Basuda of the week. Let's get back to the heat, bro. This next shoe is an automatic cop. On Black Friday, the Fire Red Air Jordan 4 should be re-releasing with the Nike Air on the back. And y'all have been seeing how good JB has been doing with bringing back the retros with a better shape, decent to good materials, and just kind of knocking it out of the park. The Fire Red 5s. Y'all know I dropped my review. The On Feet is live of this shoe right now, and y'all already know. They did a good job on these. I did not like the toe at first. I put them on, didn't bother me at all. So with the track record so far from JB out of 2020, it's an automatic cop. I feel like they're going to do a good job. They've been doing a good job, and there's not much else to say, bro. This is a cop off the rip. Now, the next shoe we got is a brand new pair of the Yeezy 380s, and this one is being called Sky Blue. Y'all know I am a fan of the 380s, especially the original alien colorway, and these really remind me of the aliens, just with blue instead of as much like gray and off-white kind of tones on the shoe. So for me, with a pair of aliens, it's probably not a cop, it's very similar. And just to touch back really quickly on the BARF colorway, at least we're getting some colors, and maybe that's why I like that one as much as I do, is because it's just such a departure from every other Yeezy out there. So the Sky Blues, nothing wrong with these. Probably gonna retail for that regular $230, I believe is a $380 retail. No release date yet. Spring, summer drop. And some more Yeezy news. We got a brand new pair of the Yeezy Quantum. This colorway is called Barium. Before, they reported that the Barium was the all black colorway of these, and now it seems to be an olive green and black colorway. Retailing these is $250. Release date, nothing set in stone, but it should be summer of this year in 2020. It's not much I have to say about these ones. I definitely like the original colorway better than the green. Feel like they can look good on feet, but I just haven't seen them in person yet. Now for a quick update, yes, the Dior Air Jordan 1 release has been pushed back. It has been postponed. We talked about it 2 weeks ago. They had like a set and solid way they're going to be releasing them, but right now it is pushed back. It is delayed. Now how many people that information really helps? How many of us were actually going to get a pair? Who knows? But yes, the release date on the Dior 1s, the highs and the lows have been pushed back. Now to go ahead and end off this week's heater hype with some heat, we have another pair of OffWhite Air Jordan 5s. In this photo in the front, you see that plot twist pair, which I think is fire. I think that pair is better than the black pair that released. But in the back, there is a pair that looks like a grape colorway. Now we have this mock-up right here to kind of work off of, and I don't really see a problem with the shoe. Between the plot twist and this grape colorway, I'd rather have the plot twist. I just like the cream and the red, just think it works really well, and in my opinion it just looks a little bit better. Now if a pair of grape off-whites landed in my lap, am I going to complain? Not at all. I don't think anyone would complain about that. Off-White and Nike is still going strong on multiple colorways, and who knows when it's ever going to end. I mean, we already have these 4s that look pretty fire that we talked about last week, and now we have more and more pairs of these 5s coming out. If you had to pick one off-white model other than something that's already dropped or been talked about, like the 1, the 4, or the 5, what off-white Air Jordan would y'all want to see? Y'all know I'm a big fan of the 8, so I would like to see an off-white Air Jordan 8 and see like an off-white Aqua 8 to see what that would look like. But listen, that is it for all the news. Did y'all cop anything this week, or did you keep all your money in your pockets? Remember, that is also every time a good option. Make sure y'all drop a like on this bit, and that is it for the video, man. Much love to all the fam, followers, and of course supporters. You guys can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, Snapchat. The Snapchat is bull.cb, by the way. Here, there, blah blah. Of course, all my shoes are back there. So, Bullet RC, and I'ma see y'all in the next video. Much love. That's it. Gotta go edit now. Y'all be easy, man. Peace.
Two-faced females all around me. Baby shawty, man, I thought that she was riding. Backstabber, she a killer, what she hiding? Get the dumping if a nigga come and try me. Yeah, they so used to being dogs, she don't know it's good. Shawty from the hood, she 21, she knows good.